All right, I'll swap it over. Hey,
Okay.
what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. As always, we got Speedrunner0218 with us,
Hello.
and special guest Johnny Plays.
Hey, how's it all going?
And today we are going to be playing Electabuzz's big brother,
Brother.
Electivire. A Pokemon.
Yeah, so what do you think is going to happen with this run?
I think it's going to play a lot like Electabuzz with coverage.
I mean, the only difference I see with this thing compared to Electabuzz is Electabuzz didn't get dig, did it?
Electabuzz, I think it got.
So I remember you talked about how much you
No, it
struggled
doesn't
with
get.
the
You're right. It
Hiker.
doesn't get dig because the only hard battle in the whole Electabuzz run is Brock and Exploding Hiker.
Yeah. Didn't you say the exploding hiker was the reason you quit doing 3 playthroughs in your old videos?
It was the Electabuzz run.
I actually remember being at one of your older live streams a long time ago. You were doing a Aerodactyl or something live, and I remember you quit because you screwed up and you didn't want to play the run again because of you had to fight everybody. It was a long time ago.
So
but I remember you were frustrated.
I remember it was either the first or the second run. I beat the Exploding Hiker on the second try, and then the whole run played out like perfectly, like any other run should play out. And then the third run, I had already gotten like 5 or 6 resets. And I'm like, it's literally impossible. I cannot play a perfect run and it be faster than the
Yeah.
second run. So I didn't bother.
Pretty much. All right, so John, you looking forward to this?
Yeah, should be entertaining. You know, it's
Yeah.
kind of cool to play an electric type that can actually take on ground types.
Oh yeah, pretty much. It's interesting that we'll be starting with low kick too. We decided on meditate as the egg move. I was kind of thinking ice punch may have been better, but long term, meditate will most definitely be better just because we can set up our stats at the league.
Well,
And
with a
we
lack
get
of
fire punch
sword
level
stance,
1.
it really makes you have to choose. Because you can absolutely, with Electivire, go all in like Electabuzz. Because I've already beaten the game with Electabuzz multiple times with an all-in special moveset. So like Psychic, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and one other move.
Mimic.
Oh, I have the wrong move set up. I have Electabuzz's move set up on my
Mhm.
other monitor.
That's funny.
There
Hello,
we go.
Sundown, Annie, Ellen,
Okay. So you could win with a pure, essentially special move set with Earthquake as the non-special move. It would be Psychic, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Earthquake. You could win with that move set, like no
Oh
problem.
yeah.
So the question
I
is,
mentioned
will you go physical or will you go special or a mix of both?
yeah. I
Meditate
mentioned
allows
this
you.
before I mentioned this before the stream starts. For physical attackers, rock and ground is basically pure perfect coverage. I don't think there's a single type where both of those moves can't hit neutral damage at least. So dig and rock slide, it's going to be perfect for the league. Looking forward to using those moves. I'll just have to remember to get rock slide this time.
Yes, remembering to buy Rock Slide. I'm not going to teach it until probably Lorelei, because Thunderbolt's going to be better in every single way up until Lorelei. And quite frankly, Thunderbolt's going to be better for Lorelei too, but why do I want Rock Slide? How is it better than Thunderbolt in any way?
Combined with
It's not.
meditate?
Well, that's the thing. Combined with Meditate, like the only thing that's going to hit better than Thunderbolt is Charizard, and let's be honest, Charizard's not hitting for a lot.
Well, rock slide's going to
Oh,
really
that
help
might.
Lance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
for
then
Lance
you got
especially his Dragonite,
what-
because his Dragonite doesn't take much damage from special, especially Thunderbolt.
But we're going to have Ice Beam.
well, Ice Beam will kill it.
Yeah, Axew. I was talking Gen 1. There's no Gen 1 grass ground or grass fight. There's none of those in Gen 1, so we're good.
I just talked myself
Grass ground.
into not using Thunderbolt or not using Rock Slide, because now I think about it, like the whatever I need Rock Slide for, like Thunderbolt, Ice Beam covers.
So
Good point. I did
So now
forget about Ice Beam.
now I'm
But
thinking
honestly, it
I-
makes you wonder if Meditate's even worth it at that point if you're
Well,
just going all special.
yeah,
Meditate
that's
Earthquake.
the whole point.
I just don't think the badge boosts are going to be enough. As this, I mean, it's 95 special, yeah, but I don't know. Ice
The
Beam and
time to
Rock Slide
set
are
up.
literally right
Oh.
next to each other.
You know
But
what?
I feel like
Hey,
Rock Slide
sun down.
I'm just gonna go ahead and Lapras the
Sorry.
run.
do what with the run?
Lapras the run.
I don't remember that saying. Where did that come from?
It's not a saying.
What is
I
the
kind of
Lapras
made it
to
up.
run?
Lapras is a Pokemon that gets like all of the coverage in the entire game, but no badge boost moves. And
You
I Lapras the
can't
run
just
when I
make
don't
up
use
new phrases.
any badge boost.
No, our sayings have to come from the randomizer.
Don't have to. They come from personal experience.
No, the best one is
I-
Aerodactyl in the run.
I think
Hey,
if you
Mariah.
have to set up at the Elite Four, you're gonna lose a lot of time. Because like who would you need to set up on other than maybe the champ?
Champion's pretty easy to set up on, actually. It's only going to spam Quick Attack, I believe, or what? I think it has Quick Attack at that point, doesn't it? I think it's Whirlwind, Quick Attack, Wing Attack, Sky Attack. He's not going to use Flying moves. I mean, most of the Elite Four's first Pokemon straight up can't do anything except for Agatha's Gengar and Lance's Gyarados if you're a Fire type.
You think you're gonna outspeed Alakazam?
Depends on when we do.
Edge boost.
I think we could 95 speed with some static speed. We 100% will outspeed Alakazam at the champion.
I think I'm gonna full attack mode this run, and
Yeah.
the big
Meditate.
question I have is, can I beat Koga with just Dig, or do I have to go get Psychic?
Well,
That's a bit debatable, honestly.
Because it's
Like,
no
his
debate
Pokemon
that
are-
the Psychic will technically do more damage even if we have a lower special, because it's their Pokemon have a significantly less amount of special.
I mean, it's going to take a lot of attack to one-shot those Coughings. But no, Dig's super effective. Like, I'm thinking of doing a Rival 5 and Sabrina before I do Koga.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah. Because
You
I don't
don't-
think there's really any benefit to doing Koga early.
You don't think you're gonna need the badge boost to beat or to be
Outspeed?
faster
Absolutely
than
not.
outspeed Sabrina's Pokemon?
No, I do not. 95
think-
speed is.
I
gonna be
think
more than enough.
95 speed is actually right on the verge of not outspeeding her Pokemon if you don't already have the badge boost for speed, which most runs do.
We'll figure it out when we get
I
there.
think Koga's a guaranteed win. It might take that resets. You know, if you got Dig.
I mean, if you do Rival 5, that'll be
his
more than
boots
enough.
is gonna eventually.
I've noticed in
Self-destruct.
like half the runs I do, Rival 5 seems to be easier than Koga. Half the runs I do. Just because oftentimes some of our backports don't have good solutions for Koga, at least without more levels. And if you need more levels, just do Sylph first.
Hello,
Okay, I think
Annie.
we've,
Hello, Sundown.
All right,
I think we've talked long enough.
All right.
All right, you two ready?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, John, name yourself guest.
I'm naming myself Steve, and the rival's going to be Steve. I haven't done that yet, so who knows if that works. Last time I named myself Speed, I ended up only 10 minutes behind you guys, so.
Annie, I'm actually glad they did not make Electivire part fighting. That would have just made it worse. I mean, it looks like a
would've gone
fighting
more
thing,
on
yeah.
It would have gone more on the theme of it, though.
Yeah.
Or,
I mean, it
or
gets a
dark
lot
side.
of fighting moves, but for a lot of Pokemon, being part fighting actually kind of ruins the Pokemon. Like Poliwrath, for instance. Poliwrath, even in the newer gens, it really does not get much of a benefit from it. Part fighting type.
I consider
You
fighting
reckon
type
though
an
if it was
anchor.
dark type, like it would make sense.
Fighting the Lightyear? I don't think I'm gonna fight the Lightyear, honestly. I've already encountered a lot of wild Pokemon. I'm already level 7.
You've been battling the wild Pokemon? That's interesting.
Well, don't you? You do it every time. You say if they're one-shots, you just do it.
I
Yeah, why
didn't
not?
know they would be one-shots.
They are with Fire Punch.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't know that, Steve.
I didn't take the risk
Special's
because
so
it's
low,
not
it's
like
not-
stab or anything.
I had to reorder my moves for a second. Dude, I am encountering a lot of Pokemon.
To make your second run better.
True, yeah. Unless I somehow get more encounters.
Always possible.
How dare that Weedle survive?
I just one-shot it with Fire Punch. What level were you?
7.
I was 9.
Holy crap, Fire Punch does a lot less than I expected.
I figured it was going to do around a quarter. That is kind of less, but the Geodude's going to level. Low kick. Nice. Perfect timing.
I got destroyed. Oh.
There we go. Level 12.
I got absolutely wrecked. I missed like 4. I kid you not, 4 low kicks.
I don't believe you.
I agree. It is pretty unbelievable.
I mean, Steve, you know what you do if I tell you I had a lot of bad luck? You try to go through the numbers and see if I'm lying about the odds.
All right, I now have 2 resets on Brock. Turns out doing
What?
early training was better.
Seriously?
Well, he's bided
I
first
thought-
turn every single time. Oh my god, I'm about to lose to Geodude. I lost to Geodude.
What level are you?
8.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
I was-
Steve, I just fought all the wild Pokemon.
I was level 9.
One issue trainer.
Honestly, I didn't even fight optional trainers. That's just how many wild and Pokemon I've encountered. It's honestly kind of...
What?
Yay, I'm using red bar strats. I'm totally saving time.
You already have instant text.
I know. All red
bet,
bar just
no.
does is, like, skip cries, but then again, 4 times speed, that might be... I don't know. I remember Gym Leader Matt backported Mega Mewtwo Y, and he wanted to push the game to its absolute limits. He tried to remain in red bar for effectively the whole run, and I think he said, like, if you were able to maintain it the whole run, it would maybe save you, like, 25 seconds throughout the entire run, but that's extremely hard to do. So it's not
Don't
worth
low
it.
kick Pidgey. It kills it instantly.
Yeah, John, this ain't modern gen low kick. You can't do that.
Oh, no range that trainer.
Hey, Paris. Low kick leaves it at half, by the way. Let's make sure y'all knew that. Dude, Steve is full of excuses. Hey, don't be mean to Steve.
Which part was the excuse? Just Brock wrecking me?
I don't know. Nah. This is the first run. I'm not going to undo that.
I haven't
You
done
know,
the Paris yet.
So interesting. Like, the Raticate guy is such good training early on because he has a single Raticate, but at the same time, none of our runs ever fight him. I wonder why.
I think there's a balance between good XP and amount of Pokemon. Sometimes it's better to battle two Pokemon instead of 1.
Thunder Shock's a good way to catch Paris.
Low kick would work. But yeah, either way works. John, I think next time you should use Fire Punch to see how that goes for you.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, it would be hilarious.
At least Mount Moon is okay so far.
Oh, why did I do that?
I take that
Would you
back.
I am
Thunder
not.
Shock on an electric Pokemon?
I'm not gonna do Misty early. That's just not gonna be a good idea.
The Eradicate
Why?
guy, section 5 encounters.
Guess
Tick.
Hey,
what?
in
I'm
Route
going to.
1, throughout my 3 trips through Route 1, I think I've encountered like 6 Pokemon across 3 trips.
And you know what? That
Guess what
benefited you.
speed? I'm going to give Misty early.
Actually, honestly, it kind of did benefit me. Like, I think in the next run, I'm gonna have it set up to where I am level 9 going into Brock. So that way Geodude levels me up and I get low. And if I get enough wild encounters, then I won't need to fight an option.
I reckon I'm going to one-shot Misty. I'm level
mean-
19. Gun. Beat her.
How
was
much
easy.
damage did Thundershock do?
Well, I used Thunder Punch. I was level 19.
Oh, so you were level 20.
Guys, you can't use
No,
Hurricane
level
battle.
19. It's... Oh, maybe I'll level up in the fight.
I just
But
when
yeah,
I
Thunder
arrived in
Punch.
Cerulean, I didn't have Thunder Punch at the time. I mean, I think if I had fought the Goldeen trainer, I would have leveled up and get Thunder Punch. Oh, it's 19. I was level 18 when I came in, or I was 17. I don't.
Man, I'm so used to back in the old randomizers where you don't have to actually go up the bridge.
Yeah, avoid Bill at all costs.
Oh, that was so... That's the best part about randomizers.
Yeah. Hey Steve, when you start doing Nuzlocks again, would you ever consider doing a randomizer Nuzlocke? It'd be a lot of fun.
I mean, I've never even done a normal Nuzlocke, like ever.
I mean, like, just do some normal ones first. Maybe after that you'd consider it.
Gen 1's probably the easiest for normal Nuzlocke.
Honestly, yeah, just get yourself a Kadabra and you just destroy everything.
But you'd have to catch the Abra before run away.
If you somehow get... Or you could just buy the Abra in the game corner and count that as your Celadon encounter.
That is actually quite genius.
Light screen. No.
When I do an electric Pokemon only Nuzlocke, bet your ass I'm gonna use that.
Ah, yeah, typing
Electric.
ones.
What electric types are in the game corner?
Ick, not electric, sorry, psychic.
Oh.
Basically, I
Dude,
imagine Kadabra and Mr. Mime will carry that run.
I went through the tiny little patch of grass right before the 3 Pidgey trainer. I encountered 2 Pokemon in 7 spaces.
Yeah, that's actually quite normal.
Most of the time, I don't encounter anything in that grass.
Most of the time, I encounter one thing. A few runs ago, I had a 2 encounter.
You guys going to teach light screen?
I
Funny.
skipped over it. The only Pokemon that would really benefit from, like, Reflect or Light Screen or anything like that, I think if you're doing a run with, if you're doing Raichu could greatly benefit from Reflect.
True.
I think Pikachu gets it by level up. Light Screen, I think. Not Reflect.
Pikachu gets slammed by level up.
Yes, you always mention that. It's the best move in the game, according to you.
The best move for Pikachu. How many times do I have to keep saying that?
I don't know, until you admit that's not actually what you said.
Best move for Pikachu.
I agree
Hey.
with you, Steve.
Hey,
Best
Steve,
move.
I remember, what was that run where you kept trying to, it was whatever run we were doing where, we were using the move Slam. You talked about how Slam was such a great move, and I remember we were not running with a Pikachu. We were running with something else, but you still kept saying Slam was a good move.
I mean,
It
it's
is a
not a
good move.
bad move.
Thunder is the best move for Pikachu.
I can
think
tell
that
you that every Pokemon that learns Slam actually can use it.
Hey, is
Did any of
Thunder
you
worth
guys
it?
did any of you guys get body slam?
Yeah, I got body slam.
I got it, but I'm not sure if it was the best choice. Actually,
It's
now
only
I know it's
useful-
not. No, it's not. I just realized I need to teach dig.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It can learn gig.
Should I keep body
I
slam?
totally forgot.
You
Body
know
slam is
what?
only useful for
Yeah.
Kadabra, but
I taught dig over body slam, so never mind. Let's just pretend I never got it.
oh, yeah, you're right. I don't actually need body slam. That was a waste of trip. Oh well.
Improvements for the next round, say.
Yep.
This is what you call padding stats. It's what I did in high school for the what everyone else calls the beep test. We called it the pacer.
Oh, stupid Surge being. I'll just go quickly muck around Game Hook again.
Oh. I need to talk to... I don't know if MVF is still in chat, but I wonder if he can figure out how to make it so the trash can is always solved. So we don't have to use Game Hook for it. I'm sure there's a way to figure it out.
Just get rid of the doors. Make them like
That
they
would
never
actually-
existed.
That's kind of what I did
imagine
with those sages. That's kind of what I did with those sages and crystal in that tower. I just deleted them from the game so that way you can get in there.
I can't
did
imagine
that
those
in
doors are
Fire
used
Red.
very often.
I just used Thunderbolt on a Cubone.
Smart.
Hey,
I understand
text goes so
thanks
fast.
to you obviously watch the anime and you learn from the
Pinkachu.
Onyx.
Yeah. But no. Remember the show. Thundershock does nothing, but if you set off the sprinkler system, then Onyx turns into
Right,
a water
and
type.
every gym has sprinklers. If anything, you should consider it rain dance. Oh crap. It's like
Okay.
you know
I
you can,
accidentally encountered it as
you attack
optional.
the sprinklers in every gym, and this is why you find it very weird that Misty has a fire type on her team. It's to shoot the sprinklers, so that way all of her Pokemon have rain dance 24/7.
Do you guys think there are sprinklers in Blaine's gym?
It should be.
They'd be
For
fainted
health
by
and
default.
safety.
Ah,
health and
yes,
safety
to give
reasons.
himself thunder. Smart.
Oh yeah.
Use
Ooh.
I
access
solved
to
it so I can
perfect
talk to
thunder.
MVF says he has it, so he talks to a single can, and it automatically solves itself. Like, I mean, how we do it, we don't have to talk to any of the cans at all. Like,
I mean that
there might be a better way to just like delete the gate from the game.
the can thing is not bad though. One
The only
can.
problem is
Well, the-
you can
I mean,
start-
we've done it
start
so long.
wrong.
I mean, we've done this like this so long. We're gonna forget to talk to the can.
You're right.
The only problem with mucking around with Surge's puzzle and gleaning
Y'all
it
saw
is
nothing.
stuff up wrong.
I
Y'all saw
agree.
nothing.
You all saw nothing. I accidentally battled a trainer.
I accidentally fought an optional in Rock Tunnel. I chose not to rewind, but then I encountered the 5 Rattata girl. I'm like, no, I'm rewinding this.
Fiber Tata Girl is a death sentence because she's not better than wild Pokemon.
She's worse than Wild Pokemon.
Exactly. Wild Pokemon are better than her.
The girl didn't get in my way this.
Oh, I used Thunder Punch on an Oddish. I'm genius.
You are a genius. Don't let John tell you otherwise.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get.
Wow, this
I'm gonna get 2
self-destructing
calcium.
Ica was so easy.
You think you'll get Carbos or Calcium?
I got calcium.
Yeah, I think calcium's the way to go.
Ugh.
You guys made sure not to buy the Pokédoll, right? Because you don't need it.
What do you mean I don't need it? I bought one for a copycat. Yeah, that's it. I didn't buy any other Pokedolls.
Exactly.
Honestly, now that I've been thinking about it, I think the reason I've always had a bias against teaching Dig to my main Pokemon is because I kind of play Fire Red more often, and Dig in Fire Red is only 60 power, and it's an absolute trash move. So I think I often forget that Dig is 100 power in the.
They upgraded A, didn't they?
Starting Gen 4.
Uh,
Yeah, they nerfed Dig and then buffed it again, even though it's still overall nerf.
Would they buff it to 80?
Yeah, it's 80 now. I think they kept it at 80 because 60 just straight up sucked, but they still want Earthquake to be better. Hey, MVF, what else did you edit your disassembly for when you do your runs? Like, you've talked about, like, making it so your starter always has perfect stats, trash can puzzles basically solved. What else do you do? Do you do anything? I know you don't have to, like, mess with the instant text, I think, because, like, the ROMs I provide, the patch files I provide through members for Steve or I's channel, it already has the instant text patched into it, so there would be no need to make that yourself.
There's no point in keeping fire punches there.
After Rock Tunnel, no. Unless you want it for Erica.
Not really. I think low kick would be better.
Low kick on Erica?
No, low kick to hold. Well, I don't see any need to get rid of Dig.
No, Dig stays.
Steve always says the best spot to get rid of Dig is after Dig out of Blaine's gym. But that's assuming you go out of your way to get Earthquake.
Well, Erica was easy. I haven't even done the tower yet, but
I haven't done Erica. Did you choose?
I'm doing the Safari Zone first.
I don't like ever doing early Erica. She's hard. She's hard for
I guess
legendary.
Steve has learned his ways. Steve used to always do early Erica, and he would question me why I never did it.
yeah, Steve.
Well, it's a lot less of a big deal when you're not racing somebody because you're just like, oh, I'll just go do it. It doesn't matter how hard she is. No, I'm not facing anybody.
True.
So, John, what'd you use for Erica?
Just Ice Beam.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if I should have got that.
Did you one shot?
Honestly,
Yeah. No,
I don't think this thing
two
needs
shot.
Ice Beam. I don't think it's Ice Beam.
I don't think that's true one bit. You know what? Actually, go ahead. Don't get Ice Beam.
Oh no, I have been poisoned.
Damn it.
I agree. Don't get Ice Beam.
No, I mean, I already got Rock Slide.
Perfect.
I better heal her again.
I hope you suffer at Lance.
I'm gonna go cry and meditate Rock Slide.
That was painful.
Alright, so long Fire Punch.
I've just stuck this run up. I didn't save at Erica, and I beat Erica. I went to the tower, didn't save, and I'm back at.
What the? Okay, that was some weird movement I just did.
Well, guys, I'm out the run.
You don't
I
have
didn't
rewind?
save until Misty.
Did you reset and go so far back?
Yep.
You don't have rewind enabled?
What's the button for rewind on Recharge?
It's something you have to enable.
You have to enable
Didn't
and set
we-
it yourself.
No, I did enable it.
You have to
Yeah,
set it
we help-
yourself. I put mine to backspace.
I'll just check the menu.
Maybe
Yeah,
maybe I should have.
Well, that
way
wasn't
behind.
good. I got a crit on the muck, so now I'll never know if I'm gonna one shot her or not. Probably not. I also got a crit on the Weezing,
Rival-
so now I have absolutely no idea if our defense is going to be good enough for Koga or not.
Okay, I'm letting you know, I played Rival 5 kind of horribly. I chose to set up on Execute instead of the Pidgeoff for some reason, but other than that, he was completely easy. I didn't even do Koga. This thing's attack stats just incredible. Kind of reminds me of Darmanitan that I did the other day. I told Steve we need to backboard at some point. The thing has over 140 attack, and its speed is super high.
Yeah, I'm just looking at imports for Rewind. I'm out of the run.
Darn, that sucks.
Oh, so I had it button as L. So I did have
Okay.
it on.
Okay, so you should be able to rewind.
What, back to Erica?
Back to wherever you were at. Like if you lost Erica, just rewind.
Yeah, but even if I reset it,
just rewind to like what I would do is if I die to a fight and realized I didn't save, I rewind to the start of it, then I save the game and then reset.
I didn't go at Erica. I died at the rival at the tower because I got I asked him to use low kick on Gabra. He confused me. I put myself in confusion.
Okay, Sabrina was trash. What's it called? The Alakazam decided to crit me with Psybeam and I died.
So you were trash then?
She was being trash.
Oh. You need to make that distinction.
I guess I didn't word it.
I thought you trashed her.
Oh.
Oh wow, the rewind, even if you reset, goes back.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, the rewind goes back really, really far.
Yeah, I'm still lost to run by a lot because I mucked up big time.
I mean, at least you're not out of it.
Well, yeah,
okay.
I'm out guaranteed for winning, but that's okay.
Okay, Sabrina was actually very easy.
That's what you said last time.
Well, when Alakazam chooses not to crit Psybeam, I can one-shot it after one setup with Meditate.
So you're telling me I won't one-shot it, I will two-shot it.
You deleted Meditate, didn't you?
I actually just now deleted it.
I really like how for these runs, like, both of us seem to always try different strats. Makes things interesting.
Okay, well, regular side B doesn't even do normal half, so...
You know what I just did? That was so dumb. I flew to Fuchsia, got Strength, and then got the Boulder Candy, and then I flew to Palatown to try and surf.
So I actually haven't beaten Erica yet, so I need to go do that.
Tisk.
You think level 41 will be high enough?
I don't know, man. Oh, no. You saw nothing. Y'all saw nothing? You better get 43 to be safe. That Vitribell can always crit you, you know?
Bro, I one-shot the Tangela. That's rare.
Dude. The Hypno Drowsy Juggler, he almost killed me from full health because his Psybeam confused me.
I find it hilarious that happens.
It kind of would have been hilarious, yeah. I mean, this first run's just been filled with bad luck, especially with all the early game encounters, but it ended up benefiting me, so I guess it wasn't really unlucky. Koga just blew himself up on the ground.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I can't believe it, but I've caught up to you and passed you.
Not for long.
And that was after 2 long Brocks, so you should actually be a little disappointed.
You should be ashamed.
Well, Steve, I had 2 resets at Sabrina, so 2 Sabrina resets, 2 Brock resets.
Bro, Brock resets, as you know, are not equivalent to any other trainer.
No.
Well, Sabrina's resets, they were on the very last Pokemon. So I'd like go
yes,
through
but
3
you were
other
1 or
ones
2 shotting his Pokemon. Brock is like 5 fire punches and like 4 low kicks. Like they're not equivalent.
Well,
So
I guess Lapras
guess-
got a free Carbos.
I guess you can count the moves. How does the how does it equate to approximately 10 moves?
Well, I used 1 Meditate, so that's 1 move. And then the first 2 are 1-shots. Venomoth was a 2-shot, so I guess that's, what, 6 moves? I don't know, 5 or 6, I can't do math. And then,
I should be ashamed.
let's just say,
Yeah.
Sabrina has more dialogue. Yeah, that's it.
You're absolutely right. MR and MNR. He goes, I should be ashamed of myself for rewinding. Yes, 100%.
And we do it all the time.
Yeah,
And you
it
guys
makes
should be
you a
ashamed
lot
as
less
well.
of a machine and more of a human.
I mean, we don't reset luck base. Like, if we get crit by the opponent, we're not just going to rewind the crit. I mean, if it kills us and we forgot to save, then we would rewind. Just because we don't want to fall behind just because we forgot to save. Because if one of us forgot to save and we had to, like, blackout on somebody, the other person would just straight up be screwed and the race wouldn't be fair.
Actually, we're basically the exact same spot. You're half a trainer behind me.
I'm half a trainer, so, like...
We
you're-
were both
why did I
fighting
go this way?
Machoke guy at the same time.
I went the slow way through Giovanni's gym. I went on the arrow pads instead of leaving the building.
Smart,
Oops.
strategic.
Smart. I gotta stop doing that on Dugtrio. Semi-regretting not getting Ice Beam now.
Did you get Psychic at least?
No, why would I get Psychic? That move would not be good for... Yeah, in the next run, I am definitely getting Ice Beam.
How did you forget Ice Beam?
No, I chose not to use it. I just thought, like, Rock Slide and Dig would be enough, along with Thunderbolt.
Nidoran.
But, it ended up not being too good, because Giovanni's Dugtrio only spams Dig. And that doesn't work good if you're also using Dig. I mean, I could get Earthquake, but that's so out of the way. I think I should just get Ice Beam too, and delete Fire Punch. That would have been the better idea.
Aha. I outwitted
Damn.
you, rival. He
Damn it,
used
Steve. You
Reflect
gave
and
me
I
the
got a
Nidoran.
crit dig.
Steve, you gave me the Nidoran. Take it back.
Ah,
When Alakazam outsmarts you with
my
Reflect, you
fingers
gotta
are
outsmart
slipping.
it back with a crit.
He crit me with Psybeam.
That's the opposite of what happened to me. You saw nothing.
Gig.
I totally saw everything, Steve.
I did not just walk out of the building, the cave.
I've done that before. I remember once it happened to me, you're like, dude, that has never happened to me. I don't know how that happens to you.
It's amazing. You do like hundreds of runs and you still find new things that happen to you every time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I haven't gone to Springer's gym yet.
I think I bought 1 too few repels.
I always buy 8.
I think I might have accidentally bought 7. Oops.
8 is always one more than enough. I always
guess
buy
I
it
used an
for
extra repel at some
accidents.
point.
And then when I get to the final boulder, if I didn't use an extra repel, I will just double repel.
Yeah, whenever I go down that final hole about to push the final boulder, I always just go to my repel spot and I just spam A, so I use whatever repels I have left, and then it goes back up to slot 1 so I can get on the bike. And if all my repels are gone, I will 100% have the backspace for full restore.
Exactly. That is how I stopped having problems not having full restores.
Well, I had to go 20 steps without a repel, and I encountered 2 Zubats.
Well, it's not a glitch, but I did just witness me being underground and Thrash shaking the screen.
Right?
Rival.
Crash. You gotta be on the Jinx, right?
Yes. I just Gen 1 missed an a ice beam.
The Dugong just did something really rare. It used a turn 1 rest.
Wow.
How often does that happen?
I don't know.
Rival wasn't too hard.
Hey, it thrashed underground too.
But I Gen 1 missed an ice beam. That was crazy.
I'm not meant to click that, so.
Do you think you're gonna struggle at Agatha?
Yes.
No.
What makes
Why?
you think that, Steve?
I struggled taking damage.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Struggle taking damage.
Hey, I used the word struggle, didn't I? And I used it properly.
Yeah, I really should have gotten ice beam.
Holy crap, I almost just died. I just got
Died
hit
from
by
what?
a
Taking more
hyper
than-
beam crit from Aerodactyl. I almost got one shot from full HP.
I almost thought you were gonna say, "Oh, I almost died. I took 5 damage."
No, I went from full HP down to like 12 from a hyper beam crit.
Hey, Speed, did
Ouch.
you end up getting psychic?
No,
Not needed.
no.
I found the only battle I used Psychic on in the whole entire run.
Who did you use Psychic on?
Bruno, that was it.
Oh. I would have just spammed Ice Beam on his whole team if I had it.
Oh, I'm stupid. Executor, please stop it.
Did I seriously not save for the champion?
Executor,
Let's see if I first try.
be less annoying than this. Charizard, don't fire spin
Oh.
me, bro. You're taking so long. 3340.
I missed Rock Slide. The Pidgeot mirror moved my Rock Slide, and it crit me. It crit me with my own move.
Annie, there's
Oh,
just
that's it. Right on.
I want to say there's 2 moves where being invincible doesn't stop the animation from playing.
I think it's Thrash and Pedal Dance.
Yeah. And I've seen both of them on the channel.
3408.
Or,
Wow.
oh,
good
interesting.
time.
Yeah, I think without Ice Beam, like, it's not like some of the fights were hard. It just took slower. I feel like Giovanni 100% needed Ice Beam because you can't use Dig on his Dugtrio. That's not a good idea.
I don't think the 4th move is good. I don't think there is a good 4th move. I don't think Meditate is
see.
good, and I don't think Psychic's good. I don't think there is a 4th move.
I'm still holding on to Meditate. Like, I'll hold on to Thunderbolt, but I feel like my main mistake, I should have gotten Ice Beam, but would I rather get rid of Dig or Rock Slide? Honestly, I think I might have to get rid of Rock Slide.
The core for the whole entire run is Thunderbolt, Dig, Ice Beam. I don't need a 4th move.
Such a different moveset to me.
Well, here's the thing, like, if I have Ice Beam and Dig,
Okay,
like,
this'll
what can
prove
that
it.
not...
John has his 4th move that isn't Thunderbolt, Dig, Ice Beam is Low Kick, and you know what? He'll have that for the rest of the run because he won't need it.
Yeah.
Thunderbolt, Dig, Ice
Yeah,
Beam
but-
is all you need for the whole run.
Why would you bother needing, what do you call it? What was it? Psyche? Why
You don't
would
need Psychic. I
Why
mean,
would
I
you
taught
need
Psychic,
Rock
but I didn't need it. I used it for Bruno, but that was it. And by the way, Psychic didn't one-shot Machamp, so it didn't really matter.
Honestly, I'm thinking my final moveset's like going to be Meditate, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Dig.
Not gonna lie,
Haha, John.
in hindsight, the most impactful fourth move, light screen.
Yeah,
How would Light Screen help you anywhere?
It would help you take a lot less damage from all of the random moves the champion can hit you with.
Yeah, but you know how early you learn that? You'd have to keep it the entire game.
Right. I'm saying it's the most impactful move. I didn't say it was the best move. Like, the most
Here's the
consistent
question.
move would be light screen, but quite frankly, I don't think there is a consistent move. I think you should just keep Fire Punch as long as you can, and then...
Well, here's my problem. If I just have Ice Beam and Dig, I kind of struggle with the champion a bit, because I would have to use Ice Beam when it didn't get any boost with Meditate. Like, I kind of want to go all physical, but
Bro, the champion was
solution for
basically all
Giovanni.
one-shots except Executor, which was a 3-shot.
The one thing I can think of, it'll be kind of a bit slower, but I could go to the 10th floor and get Earthquake.
Why?
So that way I can use Earthquake on the Doug Trio instead of Dig.
They used
Because
Ice
I
Beam
really
on Doug Trio.
cannot. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I want Ice Beam, but I can't see
Again,
myself
I
getting
keep
rid of
telling
Rock
you this.
Slide.
The core moves are Thunderbolt, Dig, Ice Beam. These are the only moves you need. You try to think of the game not playing one of the core moves. You just take the 3 core moves, and that's all you need.
Forgot to save John.
Yeah. Well, that crit mattered. So I actually
Yeah, you'd
What we
also,
do
when
at
you save the
24
game after you rewinded, okay, I was gonna say you gotta make it count as a reset.
And I really wish we could
oh,
have
hey, Michael
Blizzard.
Smith.
There were the execute was always like red health, like low
know.
red health.
The execute's always an issue.
Even I had one reset on Rival 5. No. Rival.
So are you effectively saying, Steve, like, would setup moves have just not helped in the league at all, you'd say?
I'd say nothing outside of Thunderbolt, Dig, and Ice Beam help.
Was there anything
Well,
that, like, you couldn't one-shot that you could have with a setup move?
I don't know how many times I have to say this. Thunderbolt, Dig,
Hey.
and Ice Beam finish
You don't need
the
to
game.
keep repeating things, Steve. I'm just asking questions.
There is no other move on this moveset that will help.
I'm just asking, like, how well that set of 3 moves worked for you.
Yeah, it covers the whole game.
Did you guys end up getting the Rare Candy at Victory Road?
Nope.
I almost never get it, no. Would Meditate be the best 4th move? I mean, it could, yeah, but I mean, Steve was just absolutely fine without it.
I
really
actually
not
think
a
the
use
best
in
4th
keeping it.
move might be Fire Punch. Mostly because I don't know
Maybe.
what else would be helpful,
Voice
and
Slam.
Fire Punch. No, I can't think of what fire
No.
What coverage would
Slam,
fire
sure.
do that that ice doesn't already do.
Nothing
Nothing.
if Ice Beam can't even kill Execute.
No. I reckon. Voice Slam.
No. Yeah, but it costs an extra trainer battle, and you have to, like, teach it.
True.
It takes time.
The thing
Well,
about
hey,
the
Steve,
the
yeah.
body
Balls
slam
is wrong.
argument is the only argument for body slam would be that it's a 1-turn move. But then if you're gonna
Exactly.
argue about a 1-turn move, then you might as well actually teach Earthquake.
Honestly, I think we should
Yeah.
just keep low kick. I'm kidding.
So you think my moveset was the best then? Low kick.
I don't think
What
there
would
is
be
there
good?
is
I'm
a
looking
best.
at the level up set. Is there any? I know Steve mentioned this earlier. There could be great benefits just holding on to Light Screen as our 4th. But what would be the best? Honestly, Light Screen would actually help a lot with Lorelei
Why?
How did you-
because most of her attacks are only special hitting moves, and I think there were a couple of Pokemon that don't get one-shot by Thunderbolt.
Yes, was it? I think the Dugong and the Lapras are the only ones.
Yeah, maybe if we set up like an early light screen, it could help like make the Lapras no longer a threat because its moves can deal a lot of damage. But if we can cut that in half, like I mean, we can't. There really is no fourth move, like you just
know,
said.
the
So
best
there's
the
no
best
harm in.
fourth move, which unfortunately basically all Gen 1 Pokemon get it, is Reflect, but backports don't generally get it because it has to be a 1-for-1. If they don't get Reflect, they don't get Reflect.
Yeah, no Reflect today.
Yeah, Reflect would be the best move.
Why don't you go in the? Why don't you go in the Why don't you go in the lab and get Metronome? There's your fourth move.
Oh,
Honestly,
Sabrina.
there are other options for fourth move, like what was the move say you said? You said Ice Beam, Dig, Thunderbolt?
Yes.
Like, we could just, like, when we get Ice Beam, we could just teach Rock Slide at the same time, just have extra coverage. But would it help, though, in any way?
I'm just trying to think, what does Thunderbolt Ice Beam not cover that Rock Slide does?
Only thing I can... Thunderbolt Ice...
How?
I...
I mean, I think the best fourth move is Psychic, but I don't think it matters a lot at all.
I just...
And
what did you use for Koga? Did
So
you use
here's
Psychic
the
or
argument,
Dig?
all right? The only argument for Psychic is Machoke, Machop guy, and Bruno. But is that more battles than any other move can account for? Two battles.
I was just asking. For Koga, did you use Dig or Psychic? Because I used
I
Dig
used
for him,
Dig,
and
but
he
the
was
problem
just
is I
fine.
got a crit on both Muck and Weezing.
Oh, well, the Weezing just blew itself up, but I think the Muck was a 2-shot. I'm trying to decide, like, maybe it could be worth just getting Psychic as the fourth move. It could help with Koga, make him more consistent. But Dig was just fine the way it was. Plus, Psychic just feels really out of the way to me.
Like, the only reason I picked up Psychic is because I picked it up on the way to Sabrina from the Pokemon Center.
That's the difference between you and me. Whenever I go to Sabrina, like, you seems like you go right then straight up. I go straight up then right because I like to take that path because in case I get Mimic, that's the path I take. So I just take that path every time.
Interesting.
Alright.
No save and no heal before Agatha. The disrespect. I think the Muck was one shot with Meditate and Dig. I mean, Steve and I were thinking like Meditate really did not help anything because if you're able to avoid setup moves and still one-shot things just fine, then it's just a waste of time.
The problem with Meditate is you have to meditate on the first Pokemon. The first Pokemon has Smokescreen. Then if you set up on the second Pokemon, which is Muck, it has Minimize. So no matter what, you can lower the consistency of the battle by setting up.
What was your fourth move in the league, Steve? Was it Psychic?
Yeah, it was Psychic, but I only used it on Bruno.
Man, it is really hard to think of a fourth move because nothing will give us any benefit.
Hell, we outspeeded
guess
almost
Psychic
everything the
might
whole run, too. I was a little shocked when I outsped Dugtrio.
Honestly, our fourth move that we keep will just have to be something we get by level up, so we don't have to waste time grabbing a TM. Like, I'm thinking the best contenders are either Light Screen, Meditate, or Fire Punch.
Alright, 42-21.
Nice.
One you had.
That's very solid.
Yeah,
probably went,
that was 8 minutes behind my time.
8 minutes.
Yeah. Your poll says, will I do well in the first playthrough? Less than 15 minutes. Everybody said yes, so everybody had confidence.
Ah, nice.
Honestly,
my
was good.
I think I just
My fourth
realized
move is
why you
gonna be
got a
light
good
screen.
time. It's like the first run ever where you actually kept instant text the whole time.
Well,
Hey,
yeah.
Oh, thanks, Annie. She said she believed in me. I was gonna say, yeah, I skipped the rare candy in Mount Moon.
Mount?
You
What?
guys ever done that?
I skipped
Yeah.
the 10th floor candy and that was it.
I watched
I mean-
Tiberius do it. He brought the escape rope at the shop outside Brock's one, and that's where he buys his Pokeballs.
I
And
mean,
then,
I
he
do
went in there and
see.
skipped it.
I do see for very good Pokemon an argument to skip that rare candy because there is the risk for extra wild encounters, which I understand.
Well, it's
But
also extra
it's only like an
movement,
extra
too.
30 steps.
I don't
Usually in
even,
that amount of
I don't even
steps.
know if it's 30 steps. Because you still have to go right and up.
Yeah, but then you have to go far right and then go south and then go back up.
Yeah, it is probably 30.
And medium slow growth rate. Was it really worth it? Like I had no trouble until Lance.
I think it's medium fast.
This
Oh,
thing's
it's medium
medium slow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was my my overlay was wrong the whole time.
How did you not notice the XP to next level looked off?
It always said 10,000. I'm like, oh, this is the perfect time to candy. Oh, this is. I was like, oh man, I'm like candy in the best spots.
I'm going 32, 34.
Oh, when did you use your candies? Because I used it before the Rival 6.
I actually never used my rare candies. I forgot.
Interesting.
That's
really?
funny. That's funny. I forgot to use my rare
You didn't even
candies,
use it?
but I finished like 20 seconds behind Steve. So honestly, rare candy. Well, then
What?
again, I was using setup moves, so I should use rare candies if I'm not using meditate.
I used it before Rival 6.
Well,
Honestly,
speed. Like,
I-
why would you get rid of meditate then if you can't think of the fourth move?
My fourth move is going to be light screen. It'll just help with a couple of fights. Plus, it never goes away. It'll especially help with Lorelei, because so that way there's no risk of like Blizzard or Hydro Pump doing massive damage.
I think my fourth move is just gonna be Fire Punch until I get Psychic.
Okay.
I might just stick with the same moves. I might just get rid of low kick for body slam. I'm gonna give it
Nah,
a short
John,
trial.
you were totally rocking it with low kicks. Stick to it.
Well, it's good. It was only good for the normal types.
It's not good for the normal types because Thunderbolt's 140 power.
It was really hard for me to sit up straight today. Ow. Alright,
What's
so
the
just
power of Thunderbolt?
95.
142 and a half.
You know something that irritates me? Why is Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Flamethrower 95, but Psychic is 90? I always thought Psychic was 95 as well.
They nerf Psychic types, you know? They're too strong.
This
Yeah,
is the
they
Gen
nerfed
1
it in Gen
Psychic,
1.
dude. I mean,
What?
I think they did nerf those 3 to 90 power later.
Are you telling me Psychic's not OP in Gen 2 either?
It still pretty is good because there aren't that many Dark types.
I
I
mean,
wouldn't use the word OP.
does anything
though.
even use Shadow Ball other than Morty?
Karen? Question mark?
Yeah, Karen's Gengar, but then you one shot it.
I mean, Alakazam is first on my leaderboard for a reason. I'm pretty sure Psychic types are still OP.
How did you beat Karen though? Like just Ice Punch?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure high special beats everything. I think you could Fire Punch, Thunder Punch. You could do any punch you wanted and knock out the Houndoom.
Yeah.
I think special attackers in general have a higher advantage in most Pokemon games.
I think so. Alright, so just let me know when you two are ready.
I am ready.
John?
Yes. Sorry, I'll just go. I don't want to reset. All right.
So I actually want to
I'm
get
ready
more
whenever
wild
you guys
encounters
are.
this time.
Just watch this, Steve. As soon as you said that, you're going to get no encounters on Route 1.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna cut out the middleman. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and do the Weedle trainers. I want to get low kick before the battle even starts.
Alright, so you
All
ready,
right.
John?
Yep.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Name yourself guess, John.
No, I'm gonna name myself Steve again because
Oh,
that,
no.
that was good luck.
My nose, it's so itchy.
Too late now.
Okay, good. Oak talks forever.
I mean, I talked to the Electivire Pokeball. It's like, do you want the backport Pokemon? I said no.
Smart. Last time I was using Quick Attack on Charmander, and I realized that every time I used Growl, my Quick Attack did less, so Fire Punch, despite being slightly lower power, was better.
But Fire Punch is a physical move. It says punch right in the name.
Interesting. I just made it to the city without a single encounter. And then I just made
I
it back
jinxed it,
to the
Steve.
center. I just made it back to Oak in one encounter. No encounters.
I jinxed it for you, Steve. You had no encounters. I just had 3.
I just had my first encounter.
Rewind. I simply deleted Fungus Shock.
I just had my second encounter in the same grass.
I just got an encounter on the way back. I usually don't get encounters on the way back. Because, like, you barely step foot in any grass.
Well, there's one grass patch.
Well, yeah, besides that one. Dang, I just got 5 encounters. I just got 6 encounters across 3 trips. Well, that should definitely be enough. Dude. It was kind of interesting how, like, Steve and I played the runs completely differently, but I was only 20 seconds away from him at the end of the game. Still was
No!
pretty close.
I need 3 XP to the next level. Darn it.
Haha.
Thank you, Botswana. Hopefully it's a good run.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh!
Flinch.
Oh! I skipped it entirely.
Oh, I just beat Brock at 2 HP and
Oh,
I didn't even
I
save.
skipped Brock entirely. Sorry, I skipped level 10 entirely.
Damn it.
Oh, you missed low kick.
No, yeah, I missed low kick and
Okay, I'm restarting. I just battled the Light Years Junior trainer, so that way I would make sure I get low kick. I skipped level 10 entirely again.
Yeah, you need to start a new run.
What?
Hey Steve, remember wasn't there a run I did recently where I had to start over because it kept skipping a level? It was something recently.
No,
I
but
skipped
that was
Brock
so
entirely.
perfect. I had 2 encounters the whole trip.
It's medium slow. It's really hard to plan to not level up.
2 encounters the whole parcel.
I skipped Brock entirely. Yeah, Steve's doing the Brock through walls glitch. He's cheating. Steve just glitched to the credits screen. Gee. Wake up, babe. New speedrun strat just dropped.
Start over from scratch. Does Electivire have less speed than Electabuzz? Because I feel like Electabuzz is like 110-ish.
it does have less speed.
Oh, did Electivire actually slow down when evolving?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, didn't know that. I guess that would make sense. It is kind of common for some Pokemon to do that. Like Onyx's Steelix is a great example. I think Steelix's speed gets cut in half from Onyx's.
It does.
Onyx is, I think,
But,
55, and I
Brazil's
think
goes
Steelix
up.
has 35.
What speed did you just say Onyx had?
I'm pretty sure Onyx is 50.
It's
Oh
75.
no, Onyx has got way more than 55. I'm stupid.
I think
Yeah, it's
Onyx is like
75.
90 speed.
No, it's about 75.
Can someone
Speed.
fact check this?
Yeah, Annie, can you fact check it?
I think
Onyx is
John's
70.
right.
Okay, yeah, it's 70.
Yeah, I think
okay,
it
I
goes
wasn't
exactly in
far out.
half.
I just
Well,
encountered
was
2 Paras.
off by 5.
Hey, Steve, I encountered 2 Paras, so you're not getting one.
Okay, so this is just a tip for future reference. The second Weedle bug catcher is way better.
Okay, I am rewinding that. No. I got a reset at the first rocket grunt.
Okay.
I was at full HP, right? I was gonna one or two shot the Zubat. It supersonicked me, and I hit myself 4 times in a row. 4.
Oh yeah, and you just got
Okay,
back saying 70.
that is insanely stupid. Like, why did that have to be my first reset?
Thank you, Annie. He was just confirming.
Okay.
70 speed.
It was so night and day different with low kick at the very start.
I mean, I just went in at level 9, had Fire Punch for the Geodude, then low kick the Onix.
And you know what? I did meditate in 2 fire punch or two low kicks.
I will say, it did get kind of close because I didn't save. The Onix really never used Bide, and I lived at 2 HP left, and one of the low kicks got a flinch. So I got really lucky at Brock. There we go. If you guys are wondering why Fire Punch has a space in it on my overlay, but Thunder Punch does it, the moves in Gen 1 can only have up to 12 characters. Thunder Punch without a space is exactly 12 characters, so there actually wouldn't be room for the space. Does anyone remember, did I get the rare candy in Cerulean? I'm at the rival right now, and I don't know if I need to backtrack. I don't want to backtrack and waste time if I already did pick it up. Someone look, please.
On the bright side,
If I didn't...
the second run's going well.
Yeah. Steve, that's your 3rd run.
Right. Correct.
Alright, come on, Misty.
Second official
I
run.
can't believe you skipped your last time. Speed?
Yeah, I did Misty this time. I did do the optional trainer to get to level 19 because I wanted Thunder Punch before doing Misty.
Art. Thunder Punch actually would have been nice for the Goldeen as well.
I didn't? Okay, I'll get it on the way back.
Thundershock does not one-shot the Goldeen.
No, it doesn't.
I know this because I had Thundershocked the Goldeen last time and then learned Thunderbolt or Punch.
Well.
No Paris yet, though. This is bad.
Well, Steve, I told you I encountered 2, so you're not getting one.
Oh,
Remember?
I see. You hogged them all. Got it.
Yep. Hey, they say
Aha,
gotta catch
Paris.
them all, am I right? Darn it. Our Paris luck has been quite good today. I don't think any of us needed Sandshrew, did we?
I used Sandshrew the first run.
No.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Oh.
But yeah, remember, yeah, bad luck.
I
the whole run.
didn't complain because it was only like a
Somehow
third
you
encounter.
Almost beat speed.
What was that, John?
I said Steve had really bad luck, and yet it somehow almost beat you.
I mean, the early game is roughly all of us are playing it similarly.
True.
I miss the computer.
You know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and do Misty before my first heal. So that way I have more power points.
Honestly, I need to start doing that as a strat. There have been times where I healed as soon as I got in, fought Misty, and needed to heal again.
Exactly.
True. Can I ask you guys, what's been the most interesting backport run you've gone so far?
Interesting.
Interesting.
I don't know.
I really like Zoroark.
I don't really know about interesting, honestly. I've done over 50 blue backports. They were all interesting in their own way. I really don't know. Hey, no encounters here this time.
I had a really bad Mountain Moon encounter rate, though.
Mine wasn't really that good either. I think I had might have been like 12 encounters.
Mine was also in that 12-13 range. I had almost I was actually having a pretty good Mount Moon, and then I had like 7 in the room with the rockets.
Yep, body slam. Skip the candy. Skip the rival.
You're gonna skip the candy. Interesting. I find that candy really doesn't take that much time at all.
I'm surprised that's the thing you questioned.
Okay, here's the reason why I'm not questioning skipping any candies I skipped the first time. Because maybe, just maybe, there's a chance I can one-shot the executes.
Well, Steve, I just found it kind of funny because right after skip the candy, I'm like, skip the rival. You didn't even question that.
Well, that was obviously a joke.
Come on. I was trying to get you hooked in. I was just trying to get you hooked. And like asking, like, what did you just say?
But, I mean, the execute, the fact that it was so close to a one-shot means that every level that I candied for Rival 6 might have mattered.
Well, this is effectively my final moveset. Hey, Steve, when did you get rid of Meditate? I just taught over it for Dig.
When did I get rid? Sabrina.
In the first run. Wow, you've had Meditate for a while.
I never used it. Not once. The whole entire last run.
Really?
I used it for Brock this time.
I did use it on Brock. I was about to say, I did use it for Brock whenever you died.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention for Bide at all the first or the second round. I just went for it.
Nice. So nice having Fire Punch here. Is this how I want my moveset to be ordered? Fire Punch slot 4. You know what's funny? I just taught Thunderbolt over Thunder Punch, and it's like, hey, you want Thunder Punch back? And I'm like, no thank you, I'll pass.
It knows that's usually a mistake.
Imagine if you said yes. Oh, I had Gen 1 miss on PG and Matt used Sand Attack.
Oh, that's the worst. I had a Gen 1 miss earlier on Nugget Bridge, but I mean, it was just a Thunder Punch on, like, I think the Mankey.
Imagine if you could gig out of this ship.
Oh, I wish.
There would be
the problem is you would go back to Cerulean.
There'd be so many jokes.
Well, yeah, but then you might change your tactics. You might heal up.
Honestly, it wouldn't really save you time anyway, because if you had to heal in Vermilion to, get your dig point in Vermilion after you're done with the boat, you'll still have to walk back to Cerulean. So honestly, I think that's just straight up
right.
worth.
He's right, because then you would go all the way back to Cerulean and you wouldn't be battling Surge.
Like going from the boat to the gym is way faster than going from Vermilion to the Cerulean. Because, like, you have to, like, go around it, go down that ledge, then go through the guy's building again. It's a huge trek. That's why, like,
oh, you would also
whenever I
not
do
have
a run,
the bike voucher. So it'd be even slower.
Oh, yeah, good point.
I guess you could
That's
do the
why,
bike voucher before entering the first time.
Hey, if you simply click the reset on the split, but you didn't reset the time yet, how you continue it? Can you continue it? Instead of the pause button on the split.
Oh, you paused your timer?
No, I haven't paused it. I clicked the wrong one, the wrong button.
So what happened to the timer?
So the timer's frozen on 13:10, but it won't unfreeze. It can only reset.
It sounds like you just did. You either I think you either paused it or you pressed the split button, which ends the timer.
I press the split button.
Oh, okay. You have to. What's the button? You have to press whatever button unpauses the timer. I don't know what you have it set to. There's like an unpause button.
No. I didn't pause it. I clicked the split one.
Yeah, if you split the timer and like the timer like stops, you can press unpause and it'll resume as if you never paused it at all. Like it'll skip ahead of it too.
But it's not. It's not.
Oh, okay, I do not know how to help you then. I'm doing a run here.
Sorry. I just figured.
I don't know how to help you then.
Sounds like
sorry.
you clicked the split key.
No. Don't worry. I just figured it out. what do you call it? I just right clicked and said undo split. Sorry.
That would work too, yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. I didn't want to accidentally reset again. We've had many runs where I've had to ask Axu or someone what the time was.
I was about to teach Rock Slide, and then I just realized I want my fourth move to be Light Screen, so I'm just not going to use Rock Slide this run. Thunderbolt, Dig, and Ice Beam.
Right.
And it is so nice to one-shot that Execute after that first run.
Oh, I still couldn't believe you did that whole run without Ice Beam.
That was like a challenge.
Hey, at least I did it. You got to give me respect for that.
It's like you decided, hey, this is a challenge. Let's use one of this moves that's incredibly important, incredibly OP, but I'm gonna do it without it.
First runs. Kind of like doing that for first runs. Like, I think like what the best moveset should be, and I'm like, you know what? For the first run, I'm not going to use this move and see what happens. Like, if I have doubts on whether it's going to be good or not. But then if I realize, oh, crud, it is going to be good.
Holy crap, I just got my second Gen 1 miss of the run. Gen 1 miss.
Where?
A Thunderbolt against the Geodude.
Ow.
Not Geodude.
Did you just say
not the Geodude, the Growlithe.
You Gen 1 missed against the Geodude. I don't think that's
a
Gen
Growlithe,
1 miss. I think
my bad.
Suck. I think you just suck.
Oh, by the way, the last run, never used the calcium the whole run.
Wait, you bought the vitamin and never used it?
Correct.
Oh my gosh.
It was an accident?
Yeah. I only had enough money this run to buy 1 calcium. Oh no, you disabled Ice Beam when I was spamming Thunderbolt. Whatever shall I do?
Well, from this run, forgot to get the bike again.
Ouch.
Oh, I'd come back before. I'm in the cave, I'm like, alright, time to get a bike. Nope. Oh man, it's so slow.
I'm gonna go do Erica before I do Safari Zone. Just so I'm in town.
What was your mate that said it was faster to walk than to their men? Was it?
He doesn't play anymore.
Yeah,
well, even when he did play, he bans the bike just because he basically just. He just didn't want to practice.
Sandman was under the same mindset that I was when I first started. Remember how I just said that I used to do Erica first, and because I wasn't being challenged by any other person, it didn't feel like that was ever bad. But once I started doing races, I realized that doing Erica early was bad. So if he were doing races with other people, he would understand that it was bad.
Yeah, it's
honestly, he would probably just keep losing because he just never uses the bike.
No, he would.
Using the bike.
Sandman is extreme. Like, he might be one of the most like what do you call it when competitive that I've ever met in my entire life. Ever. Like, we spent literal days, like real life days, working on that strategy for the Parasect race and that other race. He is so OCD about doing everything right, and then he just didn't do the bike. And you know what? This is back in the early days of running, when people didn't realize, that 30 seconds here and there matters.
Oh, on full-time speed, yeah. I guess people were thinking full-time speed, just...
So, one change I'm making for my last run, I am actually going to do Koga before Sylph, because I kind of wanted the speed boost at Sabrina. I was like 12 speed slower than Alakazam. The badge boost might have made a difference. So I'm just going to do Koga right now.
I'm doing Rival 5 before Koga this time.
Really? We're switching strategies now, huh? What makes you decide to do that? Oh my god.
Just cuz.
Hey, Steve,
just to be different.
Yep.
you know, laugh at this. I was listening to a stream, like I was on Twitch, listening to J Rose stream, and he was doing a Vault Tour run or something like that, and it was at Erica instead of going straight to Koga, and I said, "Oh, why don't you skip it?" He goes, "Oh no, it's a waste of time doing that."
It's a waste of time. Waste of time doing what?
Like I said,
Skipping
if
Erica.
you have no other person to compare to, you think you are right. This is just a simple fact. Because Speed and I play at the exact same time, we both have learned what is good and what isn't.
Yeah, it's like the speed run mindset. Like,
Yeah, you just
you're
don't
not just
know
like trying
until
to compare against the past. You're comparing against someone else in real time, so you actually know what strat is slower, not just what you think is slower.
But it was frustrating to watch, if you know what I mean. Like,
All right,
when you see someone do something dumb, and you're like,
so what did you say he was playing?
I think Pokemon Red, Voltorb.
So what was he doing that was slow? Like, sometimes just a bit hard for me to understand Australian.
Oh no, it was just he went to Erica instead of Koga. We could have easily beaten Koga. He was training on all the grass trainers in the grass gym, and he was saying it was good experience, and I said
no.
He'd be better off going.
Her trainers are some of the worst trainers in the game.
Yeah. And I was like, I think that's a waste of time.
It is.
He's like, no.
Honestly, if I was doing Voltorb, where would I train?
Okay.
I would honestly do. It's kind of tough because Voltorb is trash. Like, so any training would help.
It goes down to time. Like, there's a time ratio that you have to consider, and her trainers specifically are not going to be one shot by Voltorb, so it is bad to train against her. Trainers.
Yeah.
It has to be a series of one shots to amount of Pokemon to the XP that the Pokemon gives. Like, it's all a ratio you have to consider.
I almost had a reset at Giovanni in Sylph. I beat his last Pokemon, and I had 0 moves left when I defeated it. If it had lived in red health, I would have had to reset.
And Speed, he always goes Giovanni underground. Like
I guess he just plays by the rule. He just probably plays by the rule where he bans Pokédoll skip.
Yeah, he does.
I know Matt does it. I just like playing with the rule just because the rocket section's boring anyway.
Yes, if I could.
Giovanni's pretty easy.
I actually think that it would be really, really interesting if you could skip the Gen 2 rocket section, because then you actually have to make a decision. Do I need the rocket training or do I not?
Steve, I told you at some point I could actually go into disassembly and change that, but you told me not to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes down to the game requires it, but it would be really, really interesting if it was.
It's easy to do. What I would have done is, you know that trainer that blocks Claire's gym, like, until you beat the radio tower? I could have just made the guy disappear, like I did with the sages. It would have been just that easy.
I think what Steve's getting at is if you're going like a randomized run, you could do that.
No. I'm saying if it would be a really, really cool and interesting thing if by the default game with no changing it at all, if you could skip it or could not skip it at will, and then you would actually have to physically make the decision if it's worth it. Skip.
Yeah, but I mean, like, would you say you don't want to do that on a regular race, right? But you might want to try it out as a special thing.
I mean, you can't avoid the Pokédoll glitch, yeah, but I go with the rule set that the main speedrunning leaderboards do it. The red and blue speedrun leaderboards do not consider Pokédoll skip a glitch, so therefore it's allowed.
Yeah, it's just an item that you use in the game.
I mean, the item's coded to... It's coded to let you just run away from everything, and it treats it as a victory. and since it treats it as a victory, it kind of lets you get past the marowak. I consider it an oversight. Like, people didn't think you could use it on the marowak, but it's not a glitch. A glitch is when code doesn't work properly. Like, the Pokédoll isn't not working properly. It's working as fully intended. It's just some people just don't think it's in the spirit of things, which is an opinionated statement.
But what would you call a glitch?
I don't think
A
that's a
glitch
glitch.
is when the
So you're using the item the way the item was intended to be used. It just happens that it's used for a special part of the game, but it's used the way it's supposed to be used.
it's basically an exploit. It's an exploit.
Exactly, that's the word. It's an exploit.
Yeah, I know some people don't like playing with exploits. Like, that's on them if they
But-
want to use
but
exploits or not.
Technically, it is not a glitch. You are using it the way it was intended.
Then again, like, for the Gen 1, like, Bulbapedia section for all the glitches, people defining glitches on there, it's kind of weird. Like, there's a lot of, like, actual glitches on there. But for some reason, they consider the X accuracy thing a glitch. Even though it's literally programmed to just let you skip accuracy checks, but they called it a glitch. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's not a glitch to use an X accuracy and then you land every single horn drill. That's just part of the game. Funnily enough,
Alright.
it actually works like that in
does
Gen 2 as well.
Does it say increases accuracy, or does it like what does the
It says
item description say?
I don't. Do Gen 1 items even have descriptions?
Oh, that's a good point.
I think the first Pokemon game with item descriptions was Pokemon Stadium.
2.
I think
No,
one,
he's
because
talking about one.
there's like the
Just
thing
like
where you can like
description.
go into the lab and like look at your bag and stuff through the N64.
Man, I am having a very solid run.
I feel like my run's
I
going
think-
pretty good too.
I am at
I
24
put it like
minutes,
that, it's
and
just
I am
different.
almost to Blaine.
What's your timeout,
Um,
Steve?
24 minutes. It'll be at 24:30 by the time I get to Blaine, though.
I don't really know who's ahead right now, you or me, because you had to start over, so I have no idea who's ahead in the
Nice.
lead.
You guys at Blaine?
I'm in the victory road.
Oh, you're way ahead of me.
Well, Steve started over, so he's 3 minutes behind me. So I don't know who's ahead. I'm on the bright side, since Steve had to start over, I can just tell him what time I finished at, and he'll be like, okay, I have 2 minutes to beat the league.
I mean, to be fair,
It kind
it
of-
doesn't really make much of a difference, because before, if there's like I don't know, 5-minute difference, you can be like, all right, I'm skipping training. But the thing is, there's no training on this run, so it really doesn't make a difference what time you tell me. That I'm not changing anything.
Honestly, with Voltorb, I honestly would have just done Erica's trainers just because Voltorb is that bad. Most Pokemon, I would not do Erica's trainers, but I think Voltorb, you kind of have to make an exception for Voltorb. It's just bad. You just got to do anything you can.
But the whole point is they're not one-shots, so it's really, really not helpful.
mean, name an area of training where Voltorb can one-shot them.
This is
I
a
Gen 1
very good
missed on
point.
Volt.
I just
Yeah,
oh god.
I feel like Erica at that specific point would be good just because of the cluster of the trains. Like, if nothing's a one, ow, that actually hurt my
I
ears.
just got fissured.
Did you get
Wow.
paralyzed?
Yes.
Steve, that actually kind
Body
of hurt my
slam.
ears.
A body slam. Oh my god. I got hit by Nidoqueen's body slam and it paralyzed me, and then I got fissured. That's so embarrassing.
That's not the first time that's happened to you, Steve. I remember it happened once.
I mean, it's unavoidable. I can't one shot with any move. Nidoqueen.
Not even Psychic?
Psychic's the worst of all the options.
Really?
Dig is 200, Ice Beam's 190, Psychic is 180.
Oops. I used Dig against Agatha's Gengar and she switched to Golbat. How dare you?
So embarrassing.
I hate how they purposefully put Golbat in slot 2, so that way if you use Dig on the first Gengar, it can switch to Golbat. Viridian Forest with Sonic Boom. Yeah, that's like the only piece of training where you can actually one-shot them. I need to take a look at one of J-Rose's newer runs. Like, I want to see, like, how good of a player he is. Like, I want to see what his game time is at the end of one of his newer videos. Compare it to other people.
Compare it to you.
I almost died to Hyper Beam.
What time did you say you were on the way to Victory Road?
You
said you were 3 minutes. I'm exactly 3 minutes in the future. I'm walking to Victory Road, so sounds like we're
right now I'm
basically
fighting
tied.
the champion.
What do you
I'm
mean,
still
Paris
qu-
Park
I'm
won
st-
in,
Dude,
I have one reset.
the Alakazam turn 1 crit psychic. That's not cool.
Oh, so your strat with light screen didn't help. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it ain't gonna help with that.
Right? Crits. Crazy.
Oh no, it used Reflect while it was at low HP. I'm gonna use light screen on the Rhydon. Dude, Ice Beam 3 shots Executor?
Yeah, it's not great.
Dude, Meditate would have been a better strat for this guy. Oh god, dude, wake up. I'm dead. I'm mad now. I am so mad. I should have... Fuck. I'm really regretting just not sticking with the Meditate strat. But then again, I did just get a freeze on Pidgeot, so maybe the free light screen will help. I got confused by Psybeam.
Damn, that's some real bad luck you're having. Crit Psychic followed by Psybeam crit? Oh.
I hit myself.
That's so not fair that you're going through. Man, it sounds like you're getting some Steve luck.
How did you avoid Hypnosis from that Executor if it's a 3-shot? Did it just never hit you?
It missed the one
we
time
never
it used it.
Hypnosis.
I am so freaking mad.
It
My
only-
old Meditate strat was perfect for this fight, and I chose to change it because you said Meditate wouldn't help.
It doesn't.
It helps with the champion. This Executor was never an issue. Now it is an issue.
Interesting. Can't complain
Dude,
when you
I
don't
feel
know
like-
the problem exists.
Hey, Steve, didn't I do this to you one time? I told you about a better strat, but it ended up only being better just because you got lucky. Or I got
See,
lucky.
I didn't know. I was like, I'm just
gonna
gonna
end up
3-shot
getting a
it,
worse-
and it's gonna do very little damage to me. I didn't realize that it was gonna be a problem.
Oh, yeah, this sucks. I'm gonna get a worse second run because of this. I had to listen to Steve.
Whoa. You could have been. I absolutely mentioned it was a 3-shot. You just overlooked it.
Well, I can't wait to see what kind of luck you'll get on Executor.
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna have good luck.
Oh yeah, like is that how it works?
Well, yes, you get the
Yeah.
bad luck, and I get the good luck. That's how it works.
You know
It'd be
what?
like
I'm not
that.
I'm not
Had
I'm not
you
continuing with this
one-shot-
second run. I'm not continuing with it. I'm just
Just
gonna
finish.
Oh, really?
We all know run 1's the better one. I'm not wasting my time.
Wait, Steve, did you end up using your rare candies?
Too late, I already
Awesome.
undid the timer.
Did
Too
you
late.
not use your rare candies?
I keep forgetting I have
You
them.
didn't use your. Okay, that is on you.
That's on you.
Well, I guess but Steve, you said
can't
that
say, yeah, Executor was too
Look at
hard.
this guy trying to
Steve.
give excuses. I just got a 31-15.
how
Not
many
using
sh-
your
how many
candies.
ice-
You're absolutely nuts.
how many ice beams did it take for you to knock out Executor?
2.
I hate you. Hey,
If it makes
I
you feel
didn't-
any
I
better,
didn't
it
quit-
was 2 because the
Oh,
second one was a crit.
okay, oh well, I still got a worse time anyway. I'm sticking to run 1.
I got 1 reset.
I still think the light screen strat for the champion sucked. I should have stuck to meditate. Because with the meditate strat, like, I didn't even need rare candies. That's why I forgot to use
No!
them.
Why did I use Earthquake on Charizard?
I guess for the purposes of the poll, nobody's right. Haha.
What did I get? 31.15. Wow, that's really good.
Hey, Steve, I think you should do a second run, right?
Already did.
No, Speed should do a third.
No, I only do 2 runs. I quit this run because the first run was just going to be better. I already surpassed the first run's time. And I wasn't going to continue with that bad luck. Plus, yeah, I forgot I had
What
the rare
level
candies.
were you?
You're gonna laugh at me. I'm not gonna say it.
That's embarrassing.
You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh at me. Should I just say it?
Yeah.
52.
52? Who tries the champion at 52?
Hey, I
He
won
uses
my
rare
first run at
candies.
level 53. I'm just saying. My first
But
run
who-
was level 53.
Who looks at that, man? I'm having a lot of problems. I'm just gonna keep doing 52.
I told you were gonna make fun of me.
Wait, Speed, but like, had you not realized you had rare candies and didn't end up using it?
In the first run, I just never used them because normally I don't use my rare candies until I'm struggling with something. But if I don't struggle with something, I just don't use my rare candies.
I just pick an arbitrary spot and then use them there. And my arbitrary spot was Rival 5 or 6 because I figured Rival 6 I might be able to one-shot the execute. By the way, never one-shotted the execute in the whole run. I'm very thankful it used poison powder. Damn, this might be your first sub 40. Oh, you should. Never mind.
Oh, right.
For me? Yeah.
Yeah, Steve's gonna be making fun of me for a while.
Nah, it's fine.
Nah. I mean, I made fun of him for some things before, so we're cool. What level was I for run 1?
By the way, I
Alright,
finished
Steve,
at
what level was I?
59.
Hey, Steve, do I technically beat Speed if you
Oh,
didn't
also,
Yeah.
speed skip.
He got a 31. He got a 31.
Who knows
I was at
how many
31
candies
when I arrived
Speed-
at the champ.
Speed, how many candies did you have? You said you skipped.
Let me look.
You skipped the cerulean candy, which leads me to believe you probably skipped
no,
the strength candy. You probably
I didn't
skipped
skip
a
it.
lot of candies.
Steve, I didn't skip it. I forgot it. I went and picked it up,
Oh.
and I have 6 spare candies.
I had 8.
All right. Okay, Steve. In the first run, I was level 53 when I beat the champion.
Okay, but this is first run versus second run. It doesn't really matter.
Hey, I would have gotten a way better second run, but I had to not use meditate for the champion.
This sounds
You're
like
all saying
Snorlax
just
all
how-
over again.
No. To a Snorlax, you were intentionally not using candies. 'cause
Yeah,
were
and you
pissed.
intentionally didn't use yours.
Hey, I
Yes.
forgot. That's
The
different.
difference
just
was I
forgot.
knew I had candies, and you apparently forgot you had candies.
I did forget I had candies.
But technically, you Snorlaxed.
Unintentionally, sure. 3408. What was my game?
I'm impressed. I knocked off 3 minutes.
210. I knocked off 000.
Holy crap! The luck that I just witnessed. So, apparently, John got paralyzed from body slam on Lapras. Then he got fully paralyzed. Then his Thunderbolt paralyzed the Lapras, and then he got to
Yep.
go first and knock it out.
Awesome. All right, guys, so let's see where my first playthrough of the Electivire went. I still think the first playthrough was really good. Only 3 resets. It was quite good. Let's see. Where does it place it? Not in the top 21st place. Right here. It's 10 seconds faster than Meganium, but slightly slower than Naganadel. Blazing.
Those are
I feel
two
like that's a appropriate placements.
That is not an appropriate placement. Mine is way higher than that.
I mean, with your 31 time, you'd be like on par
Bro,
with like my Delphox and
mine
Ho-Oh
went
run.
above Delphox. Is right under
Yeah.
Kyogre.
Hey, then again, Steve, you got to remember,
Medium
Kyogre's like,
slow makes it so good. No
gotta
medium
remember, Steve,
slow
my-
Pokemon should be outside of the top half.
Steve, you got to remember, my Kyogre run is 32nd place.
32nd.
It was my first one, okay? I
Nothing
forgot
is stopping
the
you from
Pokédoll.
going back and redoing it.
Precedent. I don't go back and redo runs.
But this is different.
Unless
This is an accident.
no,
Also,
I
actually, no, it is different. It is different. Technically, you played one run because the first two runs were Groudon that looked like Kyogre. You played one run. Remember?
makes sense, yeah.
Groudon.
Yeah, but it's gonna cost me a half hour of time. I'll do it.
I still
I
have
don't
the
know.
ROM if you want it.
That ROM is just really old and like the settings aren't good. I would just remake it myself.
It's
At that
not
point.
bad settings. Scott made it.
So yeah. Dude, remember that Kyogre stream? The first 30 minutes were tech problems because the instant text wasn't.
All right,
Yeah, and then-
41, 35.
Nice.
So you beat your last run by 1 minute. That's pretty good.
Oh, wow.
I think you got
Normally,
42
this is
something.
Normally, this is the point where I would redirect to John's stream because he'd still be at Blaine right now, but no, he's already finished.
Ha. I got. Yeah, well, it was also about a minute less in the game time as well.
Hey, the reason I forgot my rare candies actually wasn't. He reminds me of everything.
I understand
like,
that
hey-
sentiment. I can't imagine doing a Gen 2 run without Boss KO. He's the one who tells me, he reminds me of Haunter and Gengar's speed every time.
Yeah, right. All right, I'm gonna mute myself for a sec.
All right, guys. Have a nice night, guys. We will see you again soon enough. Unfortunately, it'll probably not be Monday because Austin now works 2 jobs and he just doesn't have time to do a stream every week. So it'll probably be Thursday with another Gen 2 run. So I will see you guys then. Have a nice night.